Alright, hit up Family Mart, got a fancy breakfast. I actually got these like cool, they're like black coffee? Black something? I don't know. But they're huge. They're in like every vending machine I've seen in all of Japan. So, I'm gonna try it this morning. There we go. Breakfast. Just coffee in a can. Oh man, here we go. Alright, I'm out of the hotel. I'm slowly, progressively making my way towards the things I'm going to do today. Stop number one will be the Imperial Palace, which I looked up the history to and it's not even interesting. It was like conducted as like, or constructed as the emperor's home in like the 1600s. And then it burnt down and then they rebuilt it in the 60s. It's just like a house without any unique architecture. This is what Wikipedia says, so I'm curious to see. It's like, hold on, I'm gonna go by this construction. There is so much construction where I'm staying. But yeah, I'm curious to see what it's like when I get there and take a look at it. That manga place is weird. There's like 4 dudes just like sitting around my bed this morning. And I'm like, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. Just something kind of cool in Japan is that like there'll be huge buildings like this. So outside there'll be a sign saying like, oh, in basement number 1 there'll be like this restaurant. Basement number 2 there's another restaurant. Here's the 3rd floor restaurant. And it'll show you like what restaurants are on each floor. Kind of interesting. Okay, I made it down to the Imperial Gardens and the Imperial Palace grounds. Now I just gotta figure out how to get in there. There's like an area you can't get in. And then there's like a big area you can get in. So this might take a bit of work to figure out actually. It's pretty cool though. I can't imagine trying to storm that. Be pretty rough. What? I'm not allowed to swim in this swamp? Oppression. There it is, the Imperial Palace. So cool. It looks so cool. But I think there's a whole bunch of people going over there. I don't know if you can go in there. Go check it out. So beautiful though, like the reflection on the water too. That's so pretty. Look at that moat. It's kind of interesting that like these big buildings are like right next to it. Like you could just go up there and like peek in and creep on the emperor. Be like, hey, what you doing over there? So this is the original gate to the Imperial Palace. So you can see like the stone bridge going across. And that gate, I guess, was constructed in the Edo period with the rest of the palace. So the palace was constructed because the emperor kind of ended like the shogunate, which to my understanding is like a various kind of civil war feudal system. And so he constructed this palace to be like, look, we're in a period of peace now. This is what we're doing. And Tokyo was the capital of Japan at the time, and it used to be called Edo. But he started calling this the Temple of Tokei, I believe. And then that expanded eventually into Tokyo. So if I know where I'm going, which I do not at all. Wow, look at these trees. Very cool. Very manicured. Wait, maybe that's the Edo gate? That actually looks pretty cool. It looks like the horses would go underneath and then you'd have like a bunch of archers sitting above it. Pew pew pew, Sekiro styles. Look at that bridge. That's beautiful. Very Sekiro.
Just double check.
It's a peaceful day for this. Over here we have a picturesque gate. Let's see what the deal is with it. Oh, GoPro bros. Just 2 dudes vlogging with their GoPros. Check out this view. There's a light post in the way, but the view's actually right there. It's so beautiful. The walls are like so high. Like I think you could climb that if you were like sneaky, if you snuck in. Like it looks reasonably climbable. There's no way you could storm this by force. just gonna sit here with the police around, planning my climbing route.
There I am. I'm gonna climb up the corner right there at 1 in the morning and then go look at the trees on the inside. Very beautiful. So beautiful.
Old Japan.
New Japan. Old Japan. Middle Japan. New Japan.
Look at this cool gate. Oh, hey, there's a map too. I can see where I am. Alright, I'm out of the Imperial grounds and now I'm into Hibiya Park. Looks pretty big, looks pretty beautiful. It's a BBP, a big beautiful park. Oops, dropped my umbrella. Okay, I also feel pretty fancy carrying an umbrella around. I feel like Penguin from Batman. Okay, so I'm there. Look at that, they got a fountain. Elm tree field. This looks really big. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna walk the circumference. Gosh, a drinking water fountain from the 1900s. Well, from 1903. It's made of cast iron. This thing's bigger than me.
That's crazy.
Look at this, a beautiful garden. This is so beautiful. This is a German-style sunken garden. It's the first Western-style garden in all of Japan. A palm tree in the center, as well as roses and other flowers that bloom throughout the seasons, are a pleasure to behold. The pelican fountain in the north is a Western-style waterworks. Water cascades down from the bills of 2 pelicans. That's so beautiful. Okay, I don't know if I've vlogged about this yet, but the garbage in Japan gets sorted into 5 types. So there's like plastics, which gets burnt, and then PET bottles, cans, paper, and paper. And then I think there's food waste as well. So it's like paper, bottles, burnables, food waste, whatever the other one is, I don't know. It was pretty confusing. There's like so much of it.
Wow, this is so beautiful.
This is like weirdly meditative watching this robot mow this lawn. It's like a beautiful lawn. And he's just like mowing the grass like a screensaver.
It's so zen.
Okay, so there's like a bunch of weird rocks here. So there's like a rock from Scandinavia and a rock from Iceland. So this one is from Micronesia. And apparently this used to be like money in Micronesia, is these like circular rocks. And so the bigger the rock, or the like harder it is to transport, the more money it's worth. So this was like 1,000 yen like 1,000 years ago. But that's an interesting currency system.
The bigger the rock, the better.
Very cool. It'd be good like Dungeons and Dragons economic system. That's so interesting. I've never heard of that before. So there's a bunch of ginkgo trees here. This one is the Kabuakake ginkgo tree. It's over 130 years old. I hope it comes across on camera how massive it is. So I guess like this used to be in another place and they were gonna cut it down. And like the emperor guy was like, no, I'm gonna move it if it takes my life. And so they moved it and it survived. And so Kabukaki means like head on a stake. So the emperor was like, I'm gonna move this tree or you can put my head on a stake. And that's the deal with it. Alright, found this super dope shrine. And then on the other side of this building is Tokyo Tower. Now I just have to figure out how to get across the street. Oh, there's an overpass here. So, time to cross the street. I have officially crossed the street. And this is Saishoji Buddhist Temple. Time to go see my guardian buddies. Let's see what we got here. Oh, they're behind glass here.
It's kind of hard to tell who's who here. Very cool.
So I just went in this like office building, and the first 2 floors are like all just stores and shops and restaurants. There is, what I love about Japan is there's restaurants absolutely everywhere, and they cost like $10. Like you can go anywhere, eat whatever you want, and it's $10. Like that's That's so amazing. I'm gonna miss that. So something kind of interesting in Japan is you drive on the left, and because you drive on the left, you also walk on the left. It's so fun here. Hey, there's Tokyo Tower. Apparently if I go straight, it takes me there. Alright, found my way. I'm at Tokyo Tower. So cool. But it looks like you can cross the street here, and then there's like a park that extends out even further. And I wonder if you're supposed to go, I think you're supposed to go to like the other side of it, and that's the good view. Oh, crosswalk. I'm running out of time on the crosswalk. Here's the crosswalker. It's counting me down. But yeah, I think you go to this other side of the park, and you get a good view of it. Sugoi. So beautiful. I love the bright red of it. It's kind of like the Torii gates. So the path from Tokyo Tower kind of just like led through like the woods into Zuzuji Temple, and I'm like right in the temple now. I thought there would be like an entrance, but I just came in through like the back way. This is a massive temple, like I don't know, it's gotta be like 25 feet up. For just one floor? Like, that's wild. There's a whole temple complex here, it seems. I wish I knew more about what this temple's all about. What I find interesting is that in some places you'll see like plaques and stuff that will tell you what they're about, and then in other places you won't. So, oh yeah, it is a whole temple complex. Very beautiful. It looks like you can go in here. So I won't film inside, but I'm gonna go in. That was very interesting. There was no artificial light in there, so it was really dark. Like, they have windows and like doors and stuff, but really dark. And then like, that was another place where they had a sign where it was like, don't film the ceremonies, but otherwise film whatever you want. I just feel awkward filming in there, you know? But it was cool. I had like 3 Buddhas, and then it had like chains of golden bells coming from the roof. It's so cool that you can see Tokyo Tower too in the background. Like, that's so cool and unique. It's so beautiful. What a beautiful day. It is absolutely massive. It's so huge. Like I mentioned, I think on a previous video, but like each floor is probably 25, 30 feet per floor, plus the roof on top. Like, it is really massive. I think it's the biggest temple I've seen. It's up there with Kintetsenji. Oh, you can see the reflection of Tokyo Tower in the building over there. That's so cool. This trip's so much fun. Time to lock up my umbrella. Put your umbrella in the vacant holder. Select the numbers you like. Here we go. We're going down some light upstairs. Pretty exciting. I wonder what it's going to be like. I go into another dark hallway. And there's a room. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. The whole idea with Teamlabs is that it's like digital art that moves throughout the building, so it kind of flows like a river is the whole idea. So you should be able to go see the art and then have it flow around to another room, and then you can go see it again in another room is the whole idea. It's very beautiful. I'm trying to like appreciate this as art, because it is like an incredible amount of effort to have like animated each one of these and then put them into like asynchronous projections like this. Very unique exhibit. I don't know how I feel about a whole museum being based around it, but so the projection's on one side, and then they have a bunch of mirrors to seem as if the projection is much larger. Yeah, this would be a really cool like feature in one museum. Sorry, I'm just filming myself, but I don't know about a whole museum around it. On the floor, and where we entered is one-way mirrors, so it just repeats out there infinitely. It's actually wildly beautiful, very cool. So cool. Sure, there's a lot of bubbles in here. I wonder what they're made of. They look almost like a one-way kind of reflective thing. Whoa. I don't know how I feel about this. You're only allowed in here for 3 minutes, so I'm filming everything. Okay, well, it's just on the roof, and now it looks like it's going onto the floor too. Oh, and there's like a whole bunch of tables to walk through. This room is like a giant maze of sparkling crystalline structures. Similar to the bubble room, it's just like chain lights though. Is an infinity mirror, so let's see. So that's very trippy. So I get a shot of myself in it. Almost forever. Here's me on the roof. It's kind of cool looking down, because then you can look down and see like so many people everywhere. You go down forever. This room actually changed all I was in. I'm curious. I actually want to come back to this one. I wonder if it goes like red. If it has the capacity to do that. It'd be interesting though. Oh, it's dark. I'm lost. Say bye, guys. Alright, time to get out of here. Look at, there's no one in this area. Oh, yeah, oh, privacy. There's the cube room again. I'm getting out of here. I feel like I've seen, if not everything, most things. But I'm trying to find the bubble room again and having zero luck. It's got to be around here somewhere. The soundtrack here is super annoying. I cannot imagine working here. So no one being a hater on this place. I'm thankful that I'm here. This is really a unique experience. And in some ways very beautiful. Just a lot of people, not a lot of personal space. This room's mega trippy. The floor moves, or like the image on the floor moves, and it makes you feel like vulnerable. Super jarring. Feels like a falling. Not in the bubble room, but I'm back in the lily pad room, which seems closer. I feel like I'm on the right path. We're back. Bubble room, round 2. I'm back in the bubble universe. This building would be the easiest place to detect vampires though, because there's mirrors everywhere. You'd be like, you're a vampire immediately. This would be like the world's wildest rage room. Just come in here and smash all these. Alright, I'm gonna start looking for the way out of here. It's gonna take forever. There's no map for this place, which is kind of like part of it, I guess. But there is fire escape signs, so I'm gonna follow those to find my way out of here. Finally found it. Found the exit. Salvation. That was a lot like the Guinness Storehouse. But the soundtrack was so annoying. Overall beautiful though. Time to rescue my umbrella from these shackles. I'm hilarious. Okay, final thoughts on Teamlabs. I'm glad I went to that, but I would never do it again. First off, it's like being in a lineup for just like 2 hours. Like you're just constantly in line and there's people in your way and it's like super annoying. Like you can't do anything like that. And then secondly, like the art wasn't like what you'd think of as art. Like, you know, I think that it's technically art because of the technical demands of what they did, but it's not like metaphorically or conceptually interesting. It's just kind of like technologically interesting, which is like, you could have made both. And then it kind of like just gets boring after a bit in the sense that it's like, okay, the whole gimmick here is just like projectors and animations. Like you could just do that yourself with like a PowerPoint thing and then put some kind of textured item in front of it. So glad I did it, but its novelty is lost on me now. Yeah, I got a 1 hour walk back to the hotel, and somewhere along the way I'm gonna find some food. Whatever cheap restaurant I see on the way. Well, well, well. If it isn't the Imperial Palace again. Back at the Imperial Palace, now I'm walking towards Tokyo Station. This is wicked beautiful. It looks like something's going on down here too, like a little street fair thing or something. I passed by a lot of places like setting up for concerts and fairs and stuff. It is Friday night in Tokyo, so I'm like assuming that there's a big party scene, but I'm not a big partier. I just want to go to bed. But I'm gonna walk through this because it's on the way to Tokyo Station, so let's see what it is. It's a festival. It's the Japanese festival Amatsuri. Amatsuri? Amatsuri. So I'm curious what's gonna be there. I'm curious if I can go in it, honestly. This is so cool. They showed me how to tie a hachamaki, and then they took me in a giant like palanquin thing, and now there's a whole other area over here, which I'm curious about. I guess there's like a big opening ceremony thing here in like an hour, so I'm gonna head over to this Pokemon store, come back and watch this ceremony. This is so sick. I mean, come on, dude. This whole trip is just wildly awesome. Everything about it. So cool. Not gonna lie, this thing's totally keeping the sweat off my forehead. I might get used to it. Here I am at
Tokyo Station.
So I'm assuming that there's like one of those underground kind of malls here, because the Pokemon store is in here, kind of on the other side of it. So
Inward I go.
So Google Maps brings me inside of Tokyo Station, and then it can't pick up where I am in Tokyo Station. So it keeps like bringing me to Tokyo Station and then losing me. It's like super annoying. So I'm trying to find this damn place here. I think I gotta be getting close to it. I found the Pokemon store, and I got a cool train conductor Pikachu, which is only at Tokyo Station. So he's a little Tokyo Station train conductor guy. But I'm gonna show the cool statues here because they have a cool train conductor Pikachu statue.
And then they have like the other 3 Star Wars from
The other one, I don't know. It's train conductor Pikachu. That was the hugest pain in the butt in the history of mankind, but I'm so glad I got it. It's so cool. It's one of a kind. It aligns so much with what I like. I'm pretty bummed about it. I found my way back to Maruuchi Square, and the opening ceremony begins in 15 minutes. This is gonna be so cool. Unfortunately, I didn't get to find food yet, but this is still so cool. Oh man, it started.
こんにちは。わっしょいは raising your fist.
Cool opening chant.
ではちょっと一回練習してみますか。わっしょいお願いしま
I'm
す。
so ready.
Okay, this is the real deal, so everyone give us your best わっしょい okay? Alright, let's go.
それでは行きましょう。大変お願いします。
東京
This is gonna be so cool.
どうぞお待ちしてお持ちください。一番社団法人江戸消防記念会の皆様、よろしくお願いをいたします。
ただいまご紹介預かりました江戸消防記念会の連中です。本日
Oh, that's cool.
This is a demonstration by the historical firefighters.
大選手演技始め。お願いします。
Oh my gosh. Ah, that's so crazy. Wow, that's amazing. You guys are amazing. Wow. What?
That was fascinating. That's so cool. So beautiful.
ありがとうございます。
Time to make my way to some food. It is pretty cool walking down the street and then you can see one of these and be like, am I craving rice? Am I craving gyoza? Am I craving Thai? And you can just keep doing that. Like as you walk down the street, you see more and more of those. It's like pretty cool. That's a cool system. Making my way downtown. I got that song mega stuck in my head today. Too many spiders on the road now. Okay.
And here is the long-awaited dinner for tonight.
Alright, I chilled out for a minute. And I had those ramen. And I'm less grumpy now. But I am gonna go to 7-Eleven, grab a snack, and then I'm just gonna read, man. I'm reading Akira. I'm gonna, take a shower, read, enjoy a chill night tonight. I'm very, very tired. But I'm also like towards the end of my trip, so just trying to like stay busy, you know. Making my way downtown, crossing the road. Gotta get over there to the hospital now.